Hi guys, welcome back. Yanni Baby here. Recovery is raw. So let's get on my journey, right? Uh, it's funny to say I went through a lot of hardships in my life. I went through a lot of hard times. I went to a lot of dark places, and I'm here to share that with you today. I haven't had an easy life, but I'm very grateful for it today. It's very funny to say, right? I was a drug addict. You know what I mean? And drugs gave me a very big high, and then they brought me to a very big low. A big low that almost took my life away. So let me talk a little bit about that tonight. I want to thank the people who are tuning in. I want to thank the people who are listening to start off with. I'm very grateful for you. I was a regular kid growing up, a little overweight. I used to get bullied a lot. People used to make fun of me. I felt alone for some reason. I felt isolated. I had a big difference with my brother and my sister in age, which gave me a big feeling of abandonment that I carried with me for a very long time in my life. But I'll talk about that in a later video. The whole point of this video right here is because I went through a lot of pain. A lot of pain. And I'm so grateful for that pain because it's through that pain that I got where I am today, right? But for today, I'm gonna stick to that pain, right? It's funny how cocaine and alcohol always brought me back to the same place, right? And I was always chasing after the first hit, the first drink, you know, to try to feel some sort of feeling, right? But it wasn't to feel anything. It was to avoid feeling here. There was something I didn't want to feel here. I was the kind of human being where I wasn't comfortable drunk and high, and I wasn't comfortable sober, if you want to say so, right? I'm not saying that I didn't have fun in early use in my life, right? But that fun didn't last for a long time. You know, it became my only purpose. It became my only goal. It became my only power. Everything that I did revolved around drugs and alcohol. Everywhere that I went revolved around drugs and alcohol. And I mean, it was like fucked up, man. You know? I lost friends, I gained friends, I had friends for the wrong reasons. I still have a lot of those beautiful friends from my past that I love and respect very much. And I mean, that's not the point. The point for me is that drugs and alcohol weren't the problem. I was the problem. You know, I couldn't live life on life's terms. I couldn't adapt to life the way life was supposed to be. And the fucked up thing is that without even being aware of situations, drugs came first. Drugs came before me. You know, drugs took me to places where, yes, I'm gonna share with you. That's the whole point here, right? But for now, I'm gonna share a place where it took me towards the end. I remember I was a binger. You know, I would start on a Sunday night and I would finish Wednesday, Thursday, straight. And the thing is that I reached to a point where I started getting suicidal thoughts. And yes, I did try to commit suicide, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm actually proud to say it. because it did make me again who the fuck I am today. And today I'm very proud. So I go back to the suicidal thoughts there, you know, and the fucked up thing is that I had these suicidal thoughts because I was stuck. I had no answers to my problems. I was trying to stop and I couldn't stop, right? And you know, like I was telling myself, why? I've stopped before. I've cut down before, you know. I should be able to control this. I'm better than that, you know. I'm the man. I'm this, you know. You know, my ego was up to here, you know, but I was a scared little shit person at the end, right? I was a scared little fucking shit. And I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with that because through experience, through time, through self-awareness, I've come to realize my patterns. I've come to realize what got me there. I've come to realize the feelings that got me there. And the best thing about it is that if I was able to change anything, I would have never changed nothing that happened to me. Because it was life on life's terms. Now the cool thing is that I went on and I went on, and it was that same vicious circle, you know, doing anything to get cocaine. Cocaine came before my family. Cocaine came before my parents. Cocaine came before my brother and sister. Cocaine became, you know, my king. And I mean, there was a point where I couldn't take that fucking pain anymore, and people didn't trust me, and nobody took me seriously. And I'm never gonna forget this. That moment, that shift, that moment of clarity, that moment where everything changed for me. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. I remember barging into my mom's house, and I dropped on my knees. And I told my mother, please, Mom, call the cops. I need to go to jail. Tell them I hit you. Tell them I gave you a beating. I need to relax. Something changed in me. Something shifted. At the time, I didn't know exactly what it was, right? But I mean, it was the first time that I had accepted, that I had surrendered to the fact that cocaine beat me, that I was broken. You know, and I believe that any human being cannot go lower than that. You know? But for some fucking reason, I knew that everything from that moment on was gonna be okay. I sat there, I cried. Oh my God, did I cry. But I felt this relief for the first time in my life. I felt this power inside of me. I felt this like rebirth, reborn. And as I look back today, it was one of the most beautiful things that ever happened to me. You know, look at me today with a big smile, and you know, I'm sharing on YouTube, and I love life, you know. But I had to go through all this garbage. I had to go through all this negative stuff that I cherish so much today, you know. And I respect so much, you know. People find it odd when I tell them I respect cocaine. You know, people find it very weird. I respect cocaine because I surrendered to cocaine. I respect cocaine because cocaine put me on my knees. I respect cocaine because it changed my life. And I respect cocaine because it made me into a better person. You know, before that surrender period, before that acceptance period, before that You know, I was the most selfish, egotistic person alive. You know, like, I don't know if any of you guys, which have ever seen, like, for example, the documentary on tornadoes, right? I was that tornado destroying everybody around me emotionally, mentally, you know? And I go back to that surrender, that power. And I'm never gonna forget it. Like, I'm sharing this with you right now, and it's like as if I'm reliving that experience, you know? And it's like straight from the heart. And I mean, like, it's amazing. It's amazing what, in an instant moment, when you decide to accept where you are in reality and stop living in Wonderland, how things change. So I'll see you guys soon with the next video. Thank you. This is Yanni Baby. Recovery is raw.